Hi, my name is Karen Anna Halverson, and I'm a holistic wellness counselor based in New York City. I'm going to speak to you about a subject that is very close to my heart and that has affected myself and my loved ones over the years. An epidemic so vast that it's afflicting and killing people throughout the United States and the world. I'm talking about depression and its all too familiar counterpart, suicide. You may know someone who has depression or who has attempted or committed suicide. Maybe you have even had an experience personally and have seen the tragic effects in your own life. So, what exactly is depression? The Webster's Dictionary defines it as such: severe despondency and dejection, accompanied by feelings of hopelessness and inadequacy. A condition of mental disturbance, typically with a lack of energy and difficulty in maintaining concentration or interest in life. Here are some other symptoms: sad or irritable mood, large changes in appetite and loss of energy, feelings of worthlessness, hopelessness, isolation, and also a lack of concentration. There are different variations to this insidious disease. They come in many guises: major depression, chronic depression, postpartum depression, bipolar, seasonal depression, and psychotic depression. If this condition is not treated appropriately, it could ultimately lead to suicide. There are many reasons that can attribute to an individual's susceptibility, such as economic problems, physical illness, major life changes, an example, the loss of a loved one. And here are some disturbing statistics that bring the reality of this crisis home to you. Worldwide, 350 million people suffer from depression. Let's allow that to soak in a moment. That is almost the population of the United States and Canada. 1 in 10 Americans are affected, and more people have depression in the United States than cancer and strokes combined. 15% of people with depression will commit suicide. And in the US alone, a person takes their life every 18 minutes. Now that's unacceptable. And that's a number that has to change and will change with your help. Let's remember that behind every number is a face with a soul and a spirit, a wounded, broken heart, a person with hopes and aspirations for a future, just like yourself. You may not be able to recognize it at first glance, but many people are trapped inside a solitary prison of despair, shame, guilt, and a myriad of other negative emotions. Often individuals are isolated and silenced by this thief. The survivors span from all different walks of life, and the stories vary from the adolescent who is being bullied in school or to the wife who lost her sweetheart to cancer. These are someone's children, mothers, fathers, husbands, wives, best friends. What can we do to stop this silent killer? Well, first step is to educate and raise awareness. As a global community, we must understand what depression is and what are the mental and emotional problems that need to be treated. It is key that those dealing with depression and their loved ones are educated in how this affects their mind, body, and spirit. Everyone involved needs to be informed, offered a practical solution, and support systems. There are many treatments available to those in need, and one of the most important aspects of treatment is counseling. It's so important for the person suffering to talk to someone and reach out for help. Oftentimes, those afflicted can feel further traumatized by the stigma that comes with a diagnostic label. And it's so vital to those going through this to know that they're not alone. So relationships can be the most healing of all. Knowing that you're understood and accepted and feeling that you're more than just a statistic. Having the support of family, friends, and trusted counselors can be the difference between life and death. This is a team effort, and there is power in numbers. We need to join together as a community to offer support to those who are suffering and their families. So I am here today to ask you for your helping hand in the Tree of Life project, the campaign to heal and end depression and suicide. This project is dedicated to all those who have lost their lives. This movement is about life and the right to live a good life. Depression and suicide has taken many lives, and we need to try and save as many as we can. Now is the time. The Tree of Life project is the brainchild of Mr. Timothy Young, an experienced counselor and a survivor of depression himself, and also my friend. After years of dealing with this disorder and finally emerging out of it, his journey awakened in him a passion to serve and counsel others with the same dilemma. Timothy's love and compassion for humanity is evident in everything he does. He and his organization have helped suicidal and depressed people since 2004. His counselors have seen thousands healed from depression and saved many lives. Mr. Young now has a calling to expand his efforts to help people all over the globe. The Tree of Life project will kick off in the U.S. in September. It will be a nationwide tour starting with the 12-city bus tour, which will organize depression and suicide rallies throughout the United States. We will spread the word with the power of TV, radio, and social media. With these rallies, we want to reach hundreds of thousands of depressed people and bring them to our rallies where they can receive counseling, motivation, and hear other survivors' testimonies. The rallies will include educational seminars and Q&A sessions with counselors, clergy, wellness, and life coaches, such as myself. There will be a special focus on the issue of bullying and outreach for young people, as well as suicide prevention. There will also be live music, gospel choirs, and performers. And for the participants who are suffering from depression, they will be asked to sign a contract for life, which is an agreement to call for help if they become suicidal, a promise that they will call or reach out to a parent, clergy, or coach, or call our 24-hour crisis hotline. Our goal is to have millions sign this contract. This is an opportunity to break a vicious cycle. With your support, we can plant a tree of life. Together, will you help us save a life today? Thank you for your time.